Alright everybody, what's going on? How you all doing? This week's chapter of Black Clover I actually liked quite a bit. Did lack quite a few things in my opinion, but overall I did like it. For the most part, a lot of this chapter was introducing some new characters, the ones we saw at the very end of the last chapter. And I gotta say, first of all, throughout Black Clover's, 22, 23 odd chapters we've had so far, the art has been kind of spotty. There have been points where the art has been really good, and then there have been points where the art has just been kind of meh. This chapter, I really liked the art, especially the very last panel. I thought the art on that panel was amazing. I'm really starting to like the art more and more when it's actually like at its best. When it's at its bottom, it's just it's not so great. But there was a lot of character introductions in this chapter, and it was pretty much all the guys that we saw at the end of the last chapter. And I am dying. Holy crap. But it was pretty much all the guys we saw at the end of the last chapter. And for the most part, we pretty much get the idea. They're these, big... They're pretty much a group of badasses from their respective guilds or whatever, so we get to see a lot of them getting promoted, and it tells how many stars they have, which I'd kind of like to know the scale on that, because I think there were a couple people that had lower amount of stars, but they were getting a higher, what I presume to be a higher, promotion. So I kind of want to see, what the scale is on that, to see how that works. I mean, maybe it depends on what they did. But the ending of the chapter is by far the best part. They have, after pretty much the whole ceremony of promotions and awards and all that stuff, they go to a dinner, and of course, this group, Asta's group, is not welcome. Asta and Juno are both slum rats. They were they were pretty much raised in, Bufu, Egypt, or whatever, and they are definitely just not welcome. Even the rich, even Noelle, who's from a noble family, is not welcome because she can't control her magic. And then, of course, these guys that just got promoted, who think they're the shit, are pretty much saying, you guys don't deserve to be here, you don't deserve to be in these guilds serving the emperor, and they're talking mad shit. Typical douchebags. It was kind of a cliche in that sense. They were real big douchebags. And one thing I really did like is when they were introducing all these characters, they didn't really go into a lot of detail, but it did kind of give you an idea of other magic types that are out there. One of them, one guy we see at the end, he has a sand ability. We hear a couple other ones, one of them can manipulate earth and stuff like that. So we get to see a little bit more into the types of magic they're going to be in this world, and that was pretty interesting. But at the end, I mean, Asta, it's awesome. These whatever you want to call them, I don't think they're really nobles, but these magicians, wizards, whatever you want to call them, that just got promoted, they are, talking shit about them. They're not whispering or anything, they're saying this out loud, and this whole time Asta is hearing them. He even acknowledges it at one point, but he's just like, I don't give a shit, I'm gonna eat all the fucking food on this table. And it just shows you, Asta's a bigger man than pretty much anybody else so far that we've seen, until they start talking shit about his teammates, and then he steps in, starts talking, gets interrupted by the motherfucker with the sand ability, encases Asta in sand, and then of course what does Asta do? He cuts his way out of that sand with his badass magic cutting sword, and they're like, what the fuck? And Asta comes out and he's like, motherfucker, I'm gonna finish what I was saying, you are gonna sit down, shut up, and you are gonna listen to me. And I love that. It's really Naruto-esque, Luffy-esque, stuff like that. Asta is defending his teammates. He really, I want to become Emperor, and, it's just very cliched. It's just, it's a formula that works, it's a formula that's good. The only thing I really don't like about Black Clover so far is that it hasn't set up the world around them very well. they can use the theme. They could use this theme from Naruto. You know, he wants to become the emperor and stuff like that. He wants to rise above everybody else and prove everyone wrong. It's okay to use that theme as long as it's set in a different world. It obviously seems like the author took a lot of inspiration from manga like Naruto, but so far hasn't done enough to set itself apart from Naruto in terms of the world that it's set in. So I'm hoping they do more with that in the future. Overall, I gotta give this chapter about I gotta give it maybe about a 5 to a 6 out of 10. I really like the character introductions, elaborating on who these people are. I give about an extra point for that because I really like getting a lot of character information. I like knowing who the author spent time to draw. I don't like it when they draw someone and then just leave them there for no reason. So I really like that they introduced these characters, gave us a little bit of glimpse at the powers that we're going to be seeing in the future of this manga possibly. And of course, Asta, as cliched as it was, standing up for what he believed in and standing up for his teammates. I really like that. So I'm probably going to lean more towards about a 5, maybe a 5.5. I know I said 5 to 6, but a 5 to a 5.5. Just overall a pretty average chapter. Not so bad. I'm still keeping my hopes up for Black Clover. Like I said, I'm not in love with this one. There are just certain aspects about it that I really like, but do recognize that it needs to start changing things to stand out among the rest, because if it keeps going at this pace, it may not last very, very much longer. But thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I would very much appreciate it. And thank you all so much for the amazing love and support you've left on all the previous videos. I love you all, and we'll see you all next time. I am out.